thanks for joining me on my quest to finish the milk game. But yeah, we're going to be playing the sequel to the bilk game. the bilk game, the milk game. The Bilky Milky. Ooh. We got an animation this time. It looks like Lane. Pretty. The store is closing soon. This is our funny, silly, little goofy schizo girl. Lane loves milk. Vibe. Uh-oh. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. He's putting all this milk into these bags, but I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mum told me to go to bed. To bed. I know you're gonna say B-I-D. Bid. I don't say that. That's not my accent. Shut up. I walk past the kitchen on my way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. It's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure. Absolutely sure. No corpses. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away the annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop them in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door, and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside. But there was a bag of milk I bought today sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mum's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. No, the poor milk. Milk must be so scared. I only bring others trouble. Hello, it's Mommy. I met a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw thin and sharp like a blade. Again, this creature, the mother, sounds like that Chinese toy that's like, don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all the pain. Hey, putz. Oh! The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly strung sinews. The claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by my throat while keeping poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me, kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. It's the milk demon. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Damn, milk PTSD. What the fuck was that? I love this aesthetic. Finally, I get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from outside don't make me anxious at all. I want to find a video of what that sounded like. What that... Back to game. Mum told me to go to bed. I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face. Ooh, good girl. And now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in me mouth. I look at my reflection and it shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yep. I get how you feel. What the fuck was that globby sound? And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. Oh my gosh, she's just like me for real. It would have been so cool. But the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. Man, I was so good at reading, but then like now my brain is slumped because of that Chinese toy. I was like, whoa! Stash of drugs. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded, red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides. To my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy. Filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was the flat pill of the same blood red color. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. Ooh! EP sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hands don't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. My stomach doesn't hurt anymore. My eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. Miracle pills. She's a natural Walter White, but not to my mum. She'll scold me, and she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. Yeah, it's been like half an hour. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Me! Long time no see. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? You need to go to bed, dummy. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. What a bully. In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? Remember yourself a couple of hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. Jeez, why am I so mean in this game? Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? Milk Laner's a bitch. So you're the one calling the shots now. Uh-huh. Well, let's see how long you can last. Am I really that pathetic? I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling onto my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. I couldn't choose any nice options. I had to be a bitch. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the snary looks at the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. Me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile. I shut my eyes. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared 2 by 2 squared, a squared squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramid structure cubed, a pyramid structure hypercubed. That's some big brain counting. Way too big brain for me. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something after all. I was able to buy milk, you know? You ought to know how challenging it was. It's a hard thing to do. I haven't even done it. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Should have gobbled it all. I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. Gobble and chug the milk. It's true. The pain subsided for a bit at the time, but now I feel it tripled in force. It hurts so bad. Uh-oh. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus. Ew! I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. Oh! Trick shot. Do they sell this hoodie? I want it. It's so simple. I lay on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the crackling of the concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. Damn, she has quite a mind. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. Yeah, what a fucking great idea. Can I make them fireflies? You would not believe your eyes when 10 million fireflies. They're fireflies now, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that the moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you, should it? A lot of people act like this. I do. Maybe that says more about me. Don't give no damn. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts or out. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already. But I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me, please? Tell me you will help me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? You should know better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. Will you tell me? What? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. I think this is self-destructive. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Oh my god, the fireflies are in her eyes. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. Will my eyes stop itching? No, that won't help. Mythbusters need to sort this one out. What happens if you have no eyelashes? I need to gather the glass and then I need to have a bath. Drink some milk. Okay, so maybe don't drink milk. What type of milk did she buy? Maybe that was her reaction to soy milk. Grasping for air, I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Help me instead of running your mouth. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. Yeah, oh, I'm such a good friend. How about you go and fuck up your room? If I make even the smallest of messes here, I feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Exactly. I have an idea. Becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. It sounds so fun. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. A small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowee! A little firefly! I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah! Can I point and click? Where would I be if I was a firefly? I would be over here. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Why don't you just throw them out? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. Is that her bed? Is that like a sleeping bag? This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time. But right now, I can't. What is that? I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush shitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are so smart and good they would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. The lights, of course. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? Because they're light. I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they'd purposefully want to lower their self-esteem. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. That's where the fireflies must be. Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be in there? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards. But cockroaches don't disappear, so they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I'll pretend to. I look down my school bag. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. Yum. I need to remember this. Tell me what's inside your bag. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. You used to go to school, didn't you? Uh-huh. I had a blast all the way. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were usually bright and not like at home. The beds were also soft and the food was nice. Oh, it was kind of like a getaway summer camp. By the way, I attended all classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently. You never graduated though. Do you remember your last day there? Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. The tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mum greeted us there and we had dinner and we went to our rooms. I almost ended up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened countless times. I spent months memorizing locations of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. Firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. I shut my eyes anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. It buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kinda sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Wow! I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years. It's so covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. Ew. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it in here. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of your neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same, apart from the fact that you were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. This time, try to avoid the stupid hamster analogy. I had a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them liked drawing, just like me. And the remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. I knew of course that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. That's the worst part about going to sleep. They all die and then they respawn. Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers, which means all my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula, and if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around. You need to follow me around. Just listen. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Suddenly a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. How many fireflies do I need? I look at the amount of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Oh, you've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Of course not. It was what saved me. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it and along with them, a firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, it crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Okay, I think I've collected all the fireflies. I just wanna see what remains. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with that. Countdown. 5 minutes. 5 minutes? I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. Well, that makes sense why it's called a clock face then. Ching. I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. This is my sketchbook, half of the pages are blank. which means it's still good for a couple of years. The sketchbook is lying on the floor. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped. Even though the wind is still howling from every direction, it can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. Open your eyes. No. No way. I know you're lying. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, no nothing. The pages are still pure white. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of my drawings on the previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look, there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops for a moment. The world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, blades up, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. You found all the fireflies, amazing. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? Hey, how about you stop prolonging this? We'll go to the balcony, breathe in some fresh air. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This might sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside of a bag of milk. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. I have one more small favor to ask. A really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute. You're afraid to tell me? I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Aww. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible and, well, deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. It felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. And I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright, I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Don't you get it? They'll hear you. So what do you say? I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Close your eyes. Uh-oh. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? On your way to the milk shop! Who? I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My dear's Treska. Treska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, Yet already coming at me with questions like that, none of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Treska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, consistently shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Treska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't have the time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine. If not for the fact that Treska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. What does that say? After reaching the store's doors, we're greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have a special staff for this. Someone who runs in to change the sign every 5 minutes is convenient. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of that brat, but a scary looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go, what are you waiting for? After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Treska lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Uh-oh. Is he yours? He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, sorry. I grabbed Treska's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Treska calms down. What was that? No, not again. Suddenly, Treska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. Treska pushes me away and runs off. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hang a new sign on the door. I met Treska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department. The milk department! After finding out where it was. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Treska. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Treska starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a retard too. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all this stupid fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Treska. Wait, you just fucking tipped him. We spent the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Treska finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment, and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. Oh, well, this will end well. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Triska's eyes. Interesting. Well, that was fucking weird. Thanks for watching it.